Hi everyone, this is Dave from Geekanoids, and it certainly has been a long time on the channel since I have done a screen protector installation. So what I've got here is the Spigen SGP ultra fine anti-fingerprint screen protector, enhanced optical hard coated film for the Samsung Galaxy S4. And here I've got a Samsung Galaxy S4 black version, courtesy of Vodafone.co.uk. So big thank you to both companies for sending me this out to do this video. So first of all, let's have a look inside the pack and see what we've got. Well, on the back, we've just got some details about this particular product. We've got a little piece of sort of sticky material that we have to cut through across the bottom here to get into the screen protector. And it seems to be double stuck as well. So let's just pull this open and see what we get inside. Now SGP, or Spigen SGP as they're known, fantastic quality cases and really good screen protectors as well. I've reviewed these many times on the channel, and they really do think about what they're actually giving you and the quality that they give you as well. So the first thing we've got is some dust removal stickers. Now normally I keep a little roll of sellotape handy, and sometimes some blue tack as well for removing dust particles from underneath the screen protector. Well, Spigen SGP give us little stickers to help with that. We've also got a sort of warranty code here as well. We've also got a polishing cloth which we'll be using to clean the screen before application, and a squeegee to sort of get all the bubbles out. And then they also include not one but two of these screen protectors. So if you do happen to mess one installation up, you've got a spare one, or if after say 2 or 3 months it's looking a bit grubby, then you can swap it out for a fresh one. So brilliant that they include an extra one as well. So let's pop that to one side and we'll just take this out of the packaging, have a look. So this is their ultra fine, so very thin screen protector, and it's a matte finish as well. So it's going to have some sort of effect on what the screen looks like on the Galaxy S4. So let's just wake this up, and what I'm going to do is go into settings. Oh, I didn't need to even do that. Let's go back out. We're going to pop the brightness all the way up, and then you can see the full brightness of that screen before the screen protector and the clarity of the text. So that's what it looks like now. So cast that into your memory, and we're going to now apply this screen protector. So the first thing I do is just give this a clean on the screen. And a big tip for you here, although I'm not doing this because I don't record in my bathroom, but the bathroom is a good place to actually install these screen protectors. And I'll tell you why. Because it's a damper environment, you don't get dust in the air so much in the bathroom. So maybe even run a warm shower for a little while first, and then find a nice safe place away from the water and choose that place to install your screen protector. You'll find you get a lot less dust underneath the screen protector. So that's all of the dust removed from there, and the grease, because I've been using this without a screen protector on. Sometimes I also just look at it off axis at an angle like this, and if I see any dust, I use the little blue tack just to pick the loose bits of dust off, because these will create little tiny air bubbles and specks underneath the screen protector. And then we've just got one backing to remove. So let's just pop the phone round this way, and we'll remove this backing off of the screen protector. So we'll remove it, not all the way, we're just going to go halfway. Very sticky. Be careful not to touch the sticky side if you can help it. Now whilst I've been removing that, I can see a little dust speck already appeared. So we just pick that off with the blue tack. And then we're going to lay this down onto the Samsung Galaxy S4. So hopefully we'll get this nicely aligned. Now the reason I haven't removed all of this protective film is because I want to be able to hold on to some of it. Oh, it's slipped again already. So that was a little bit of a fail, but we'll just try that again. There we go. So we're just trying to see if we've got the alignment right on the sides, and that looks pretty good. And now what we can do is just lift this back up, and then we're going to go along it with the squeegee, and you can see where the little bit of dust is already underneath the film. You can see here up at the top we've got a couple of bits of dust already, and it's very, very hard to do this without getting dust underneath, but we'll remove those afterwards. It won't be an issue. So we just peel a bit more of this backing away, and we do a bit more, and we just take our time. There's no point in rushing these screen protector applications, because if you rush, you just screw them up, basically. So we're almost at the end, and this has gone on pretty well. Very, very pleased. We're just coming to the home button now, which is the tricky part. And we are there. So we've got a few bits of air bubbles just to squeeze out at the bottom here. We just work these out. Just one on the corner, and then we've got a couple around this side, and then just underneath the home button we've got a little bit of air trapped there, so we can squeeze those out. And then at the top we've got some little tiny specks of dust which are creating these, and this is where these dust removal stickers come in. So I normally use one to lift the screen protector and one to remove the dust. Very, very easy to do. So what we do is we move around this way because it's a little bit easier, and we're going to go for this one first. So we just place this on here, lift up the screen protector, and we have to remember where we are. So we're just by my finger there, and we just use this to pick the dust off. And then we had another one over this side, which I can actually see, that's a very big one. We just use that sticker to remove that, grab the squeegee again, and then we have to just reapply the screen protector. And we have actually got some more dust under there, so we're going to grab our sticker again, and we're just going to lift those off. Again, it's very, very easy to lift them off, but because you're working in a dusty atmosphere, you are going to get more under there. So let's have a look at that. That should have got those ones. Looking good. Here we go. And in this corner here, we'll just lay that back down, and that is looking pretty sweet. So we have got a couple more little dust particles, but rather than me bore you and remove that again, we've only got practically just two tiny little ones under there which are hardly going to notice. So what I could do is, I've got a tiny little speck just there, is I could lift that up once more with the little dust removal sticker and remove that. But for the purposes of this installation, that's pretty good. I'm pleased with how that sort of looks. So let's have a look at how this feels now that we've got the sort of anti-fingerprint matte surface on here. So it feels a lot different to the clear glossy screen. Let's just wake the Samsung Galaxy S4 up, and the brightness hasn't changed at all. The clarity of the text, still pin sharp, very, very nice. And it really does just feel super smooth. Sometimes when you've got slightly sort of clammy hands and you're using a bare screen, you do get that sort of friction between your finger and the screen, but certainly now with the ultra-fine anti-fingerprint screen protector on there, it's very, very smooth, and that's down to the fact that it's a matte finish. And it's made a tiny bit of difference to the clarity when you're looking at it off axis, but straight on it looks really nice. Very, very good job. So this is the Spigen SGP Ultrafine Anti-Fingerprint hard surface screen protector matte finish. Very, very nice product, very easy to apply, as you saw during this video. I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, please do hit that like button. Please do check the links underneath this video, and of course I'll see you all in the next one.